Last week, I had a clean read on the market and I still messed it up. Not because my bias was wrong, but because I was waiting for the perfect confirmation. And once that happened, FOMO took over. This isn't a trading breakdown video. In this video, I'm going to talk about what I learned last week and how waiting for the perfect setup, perfect confirmation will actually lead you down to making a lot of poor decisions and emotional decisions that's going to cost you in losing trades. Because a lot of the times, those losses, they don't come from bad strategy, they come from hesitating on the market, and then that hesitation actually leads down to acting from a place of fear and fear of missing out. Just to give you a bit of context, what actually happened last week. So I was waiting for dollar index to come down and take out 1 hour sell side liquidity that was below the Asian low, but instead of price coming down to that, it actually took the Asian high and then continued to go higher. And conversely, I was waiting for EU to go up and take out the 1 hour buy side liquidity. Now EU did do that, but dollar index failed to take out its correlated 1 hour low, and I was anticipating for that to happen, but instead it actually did an S&P divergence. It started to move in its expected direction. Now this small movement actually threw me off the market and my game more than it should have. Even though EU did that, dollar index didn't. And first time EU touched the 1 hour high, it offered the trade. I missed that one, and then it offered it the trade again for the second time. And the second time I hesitated because it didn't align with my confirmation. Then I moved on to acting from a place of fear, a place of missing out. Then I entered on the third touch. By then, even though I didn't realize that at the time, it was too late. And the funny thing is, my analysis and everything was perfect. Like I knew the direction, I knew the bias way before I got into the trading session, and it was playing out as I thought it would. But the mistakes I made were from hesitations and waiting for the right confirmation. Because I realized you can't wait for the confirmation, the right confirmation every single time you take a trade, because market is full of uncertainty. You can't predict everything that happens. And if you are thinking that you can, you are foolish. Of course, I'm not saying that you shouldn't predict everything, because then that's the whole game of trading. Like you have to know which direction the market is going in order for you to actually make a valuable, profitable trade. But when you base every single decision on like a strict, rigid confirmations, you'll end up staying on the sideline, or even worse, you start seeing the move happening while being on the sideline and then enter way too late and see that the trade is actually going against you after you enter, because all the move that the initial move was going to make is already done and you entered way too late. This is exactly what happened with me last week, and it taught me a few lessons, important lessons, some technical, others psychological. The technical side, of course, I can't wait for confirmation every single time, like a concrete confirmation. I have to look at multiple level of confirmations together rather than just waiting for one of them. And the more important ones, which is the psychological lessons, is if I am thinking from a place of scarcity, or if I miss the first move, and if I feel a sense of fear of missing out, then I should just stick it out. Stay away from the market, step out of the charts, and just don't trade. Saying it out loud, saying it to you guys, it feels like, yeah, it's easy to do, but it's so much harder to actually execute on that rather than just saying it out loud. But regardless, I'm gonna try, because if I can't execute on the lessons that I learn from my own reflections, I'll never be able to become the best trader that I can be. And for that reason, I have to continue going forward, documenting my journey with you guys in YouTube videos and share what I've learned. And hopefully by end of this year, I'll get to be a successful, profitable trader. If you are in this trading journey, started recently or just feeling alone, know this: it's a journey that you can come out to the other side with the profitability inside. And it's not hard. Sorry, let's cut that out. It's definitely hard. It's very hard, but if you put your time into it, if you put your effort into it, you can come out to the other side successful. But it all depends on you. You have to take ownership of how you learn. You have to put your time in it. Actually treat this trading as a master's degree, a uni degree, because the hard part in trading is actually managing yourself, managing and learning at your own accord, because there isn't going to be a teacher that's going to tell you to do the assignment, do the next homework. You have to do that. You have to be your own teacher and learn at your own accord. With that being said, I want to end the video here, and I'll come back to you guys next week with new lessons that I've learned. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video.